Hello friends, today we are going to study a very not so frequently used remedy at its subtle level. If I don't go or don't give you description of everything in a subtle form, then there is no use of creating such videos, because there are so many homeopaths in the whole world will describe the same medicine. Whatever is written in the book, they just narrate the same thing in their video. It creates an unnecessary confusion in the mind of viewers, because when all the authors, all the video makers, all the doctors in the seminar describe the medicine in a similar way, the junior feels that this is the only thing. Only thing means if they describe all of them, they describe incorrect things, then it becomes very difficult for a junior to understand that they are saying wrong. So he keeps on struggling to understand what is given in the book, or what the authors or what the speakers in the seminar are saying. But as they are saying, most of the things are saying wrong. So this new homeopath or a student feels that he is not capable of understanding homeopathy as the seniors are understanding it. But he fails to understand that these seniors, they themselves have not understood the homeopathy in a proper way. That's why they are copying each one another. So my description is going to be absolutely different. So it might be a bit shocking to you. Shocking because I sometimes I contradict many stalwarts also, because I say the slogan was Audo Sapere. Audo Sapere means dare to be wise. When you are wise, then obviously the other people will oppose you. They cannot bear that somebody or someone should say that you are wrong. So with full might, they try to oppose you. So Hanuman was wise enough, so he gave the slogan Audo Sapere. That is why I know I might be opposed very much by so many homeopaths, will be criticized for giving such kind of description, will be abused, etc. They can do anything. So, but I am not worried about this. But whatever I have seen in my clinic, again and again and again and again, though it is going against the says of stalwarts, I am going to bring this thing to the knowledge of the masses, so that the benefit of homeopathy can be done, so that new generation of homeopaths can prescribe homeopathic medicine with full confidence, getting fastest result and patients, and cures their patient quickly, as Hanuman has dreamt about. So let's begin the study of a very rare remedy, Agaricus muscarius. I want to tell you this is an English channel I created because I am a Hindi speaking person. I don't have a good command over English, but as the demand was more from English, the viewers who do not understand Hindi, though they understand a little bit, so they find my videos in Hindi language very informative, very useful for them to understand homeopathy. So they kept on writing different kind of messages, different kind of comment in the comment box of my Hindi channel, Homeopathy Enlightened. So this English channel is named Enlightened Homeopathy, and Hindi channel is named as Enlightened Homeopathy. So it is a reversal of the words only, but only the difference is of language, but material will be the same, but more will be on Hindi channel, because I am always comfortable with Hindi, but will gradually try to give all kind of information which is already given in the medium to this English speaking viewers also. So this was the commentary for your information. But you should subscribe my Hindi channel also. Enlightened, Homeopathy Enlightened by Dr. Narendra. This is Agaricus description. The drug Agaricus belongs to fungi group of the plant kingdom, but it is a fungus. Agaricus patient is not of very sharp, intelligent mind. Rather, his mental development is much below his age. We can say that the physical body grows in a normal way, but the intellectual development gets arrested at a particular age. Say, for example, a boy of 10 years, with the help with the body, he looks 10 years old, but at intellectual level, he looks or he appears as if he is a child of 5 to 6 years. So his mental development is much below his age. The rubric given in our repertory is development mental of children arrested. So whatever I speak here is everything is already given in the repertory in various mathematics, but what is the difference? Difference is they have all described the things in its gross level, but same gross level, if you understand things with, limits the use of the medicine. So I go deeper. So I describe every gross thing, every gross word, every gross rubric of the repertory in its subtlest form. So once you understand the subtlest form of particular rubric or particular remedy or particular word used in the rubric in our repertory, then the scope of that medicine becomes unlimited. Then you can use the similar situation in all the field. Then with a small information, very little information, you can easily catch that this patient is saying about that particular remedy. It matches with that characteristic of that particular remedy. So prescription become very, very easy and absolutely accurate. That's why I always advocate to understand rubrics in their subtlest form. So with this commentary, let's go ahead. So development mental of children arrested. So he remains a child forever. Then all his behavior resembles one that of a child, though his body grows like an adult, but behavior will be of that of a child. So childish behavior, the rubric is given. So childish behavior does not mean an insane behavior, because children are not insane, though they do not behave like adults. So that's why it is called childish behavior, not insane behavior. So Agaricus is not insane, but its behavior is of immature kind. A child, like an adult or old mature person, does not fully recognize the situation, so does not behave in a way appropriate in that particular situation. So there are many rubrics indicating this kind of behavior. I am going to read for you. Answering, aversion to answer, sings, talks but will not answer question. Cheerful, foolish. Delirium, knows his relatives, does not, throws wine and medicine at nurse. Delirium, romping with children. Gesture, makes, strange attitude and position, head of, kisses hand of his companions. Recognizing, not recognized as a relative is. Sulky, verses making, whistling. So these are very few characteristic symptoms of Agaricus. Now we will try to understand their subtle meaning. Aversion to answer. This was the first rubric. What is aversion? The way we study a rubric is, we first explain, or rather try to understand each word given in the rubric to its subtlest form. Then once we have understood the meaning of all the words used in that particular rubric, then we try to integrate all of them so that its subtle meaning could be understood. Then once it is understood, then we find what kind of behavior one must be doing, one should be doing with this feeling. We imagine it. And then we see in the society that such and such situation people behave like this. So it becomes very easy to understand their subtle meaning. So aversion is the state of mind when one does not feel good to that particular thing. And answer is to treat suitably to a particular situation or question or to a problem facing him. So Agarika's patient does not feel like responding suitably to particular situation. In this case, he is not able to recognize the gravity of that particular situation. That is why he is not able to answer. Answer to means not able to how to resolve that particular problem or how to respond to that particular situation. He is not able to understand it, so he doesn't want to give the answer, means aversion to answer. So this is his state of imbecility, because he is not of very sharp mind. Because he is already joyfully busy in something else, this state is represented by the words like singing and talking used in this particular rubric. So this means he remains cheerful. Cheerful means full of happiness and joy, because he is not able to perceive the gravity of the situation. For example, a person sitting on a branch of tree enjoying cutting the tree without realizing that he is cutting the same branch, and ultimately he will fall down and injure himself. So cheerfulness of Agarika's patient is because of his inability to realize the nearby or impending danger to him, though the danger is very much evident or visible to others, but Agaricus is not recognizing it. So he remains cheerful. So this is the subtle meaning of this rubric. For example, a patient is having recurrent vomiting mixed with blood. So obviously this is something very serious. One should take note of it. So everyone in the family warns him that this is a sign of some serious disease like cancer or ulcer, gastric ulcer, etc. But he is not disturbed by such warnings because he doesn't realize anything serious, though blood is coming. So this is a kind of imbecility or immaturity in him. So this is not because he is naive. He is not a naive. Agaricus is not naive but immature. Naive, who is naive? Naive is a person having natural simplicity. So natural simplicity does not mean an idiocy. So Agaricus is idiot but not naive. So but because he is not mature enough to realize the situation or problem in totality, that's why he is not answering that particular situation or not responding properly, appropriately to that particular situation. But once he senses the problem or danger, he feels it manifolds. Either he doesn't feel any danger because he is not able to understand that this is the magnitude of danger facing, or if he senses some kind of danger, he just senses it in manifolds. Then suppose danger is little this much, he feels this much. So this is again a sign of immaturity, because normally one senses the danger or anything, so whatever situation is, he properly judge it and can understand the gravity of danger. But this person, Agaricus person, doesn't understand the how much or quantum of the danger he is facing. He feels that danger is much more than what exactly the danger is. So this is again a sign of immaturity, like a child starts shrieking on seeing a dog very far from him without realizing that dog is very far away from him and cannot harm him in any way. So this is because his sense of proportion is disturbed, because he has not, mental faculties has not developed fully. So sense of proportion is disturbed. For example, rubrics are sense of proportion disturbed, size, incorrect judgment of size. These are two rubrics which corroborate whatever I have told you just now. So he has an inaccurate judgment of distance, or rather everything. Delusions are, there are so many rubrics which corroborate to this kind of feelings. Delusion hole, charm, a small hole appears like a frightful charm. Delusion water, spoonful of water seems like a lake. Delusion dimensions of things disturbed. Delusion enlarged, distances are enlarged. Delusion enlarged, objects are enlarged. So this shows that he is not judging the situation as such, as it is, but he feels that a small danger, if there is a small danger, he feels it manifold, as if it is a very big danger. For example, a patient who had been under my treatment for her anxieties and emaciation since so many months suddenly started complaining about her disturbed menses. She had improved a lot, and so she was thinking of discontinuing the treatment. So suddenly, 1 month, she had slightly less menstrual bleeding. She has 4 days bleeding instead of her regular 8-day bleeding. This was just a change, minor change. So this minor change shocked her. So she had slightly less menstrual bleeding with pain. By this happening, she became very tense, thinking this is a very big problem. But normally, ladies do not bother much about it. On the contrary, they feel relieved, as if, because 8 days of suffering are now reduced to 4 days suffering. But this lady became extremely tensed on seeing this kind of change. So the rubric is delusion hole, charm, a small hole appears like a frightful charm. Another rubric is delusion water, spoonful of water seems like a lake. So ladies normally do not take such problem as very serious problem, but for this lady such a minor problem, means reduction of menstrual flow from 8 days to 4 days, seem to be a very big problem. So now let's understand the rubric. Hole, H-O-L-E, hole. Hole means a small opening in a smooth surface through which something can pass. Small means something that is not of very big size. Appears means it feels to the senses like this, though in reality it is not so. That's why it is called as appears, but exactly in reality it is not so. Frightful. Frightful means anything that generates the feeling of fright in person is called frightful. Chasm, C-H-A-S-M, chasm. It is a very wide gap in some surface or period or opinion or relation, etc. So there is a chasm between rich and poor in the society. So the meaning of whole rubric is the person is to cross that gap. So he fears that how will he cross that gap, which is just a minor small hole, but to her it looks like a very big chasm and she is unable to cross it. So metaphorically we can say even an extremely minor problem frightens her because she finds herself unable to solve it, or it seems very difficult for her to solve it. Why is it so? Because suppose you can lift 2 kg of weight easily, but now weight is 10 kg. Then obviously you will be frightened that how can I raise 10 kg of weight because my capacity is of 2 kg. So you feel much more than your capacity. So similarly, this person feels himself less capable to solve the problem. So he feels he is smaller than what the size of problem is. There is another rubric. Delusion water, spoonful of water seems like a lake. So there are several rubrics in the repertory in this description of this medicine having the same feeling. So I am describing another rubric having the same feeling. Spoonful of water. This is a very small quantity of water. One spoonful of water is not very big quantity. It is a very small quantity that when fall on the ground does not cover much area, hence can easily be handled. Lake. So lake is a very big water-filled body on the ground. Usually it is deep and cannot easily be crossed by human without an aid like boat, etc. So lakes are very big as compared to one spoonful of water. So whole rubric again conveys the sense that a minor problem, what is the problem? A spoonful of water. Seems like a very big problem means it seems like a lake to her. So why it is so? Because he is imbecile, he has no sense of proportion. That is why he feels very minor problem as a very big problem. Another rubric is delusion, objects enlarged. Now explain. Object. Object, it is an article made of some kind of material. Enlarged means it has grown bigger than its original size. That's why it is enlarged. It is not large, but it is enlarged, meaning it was smaller earlier. Now it has increased in size. It become much more bigger. So it has enlarged. So this rubric again conveys the same sense that the problem which earlier was a minor problem for her now seems a very big problem. There is another rubric, delusion enlarged, distances are enlarged. So what are distance? So distance is a gap between 2 points. Distance is the gap between state of health and the state of disease. The difference one has to cover up for becoming rich man from a poor man. So this is distance between the two. So the gap between the state of comfort and happiness to the state of discomfort and unhappiness or vice versa. To remove this gap, one has to move from one point to other point, and the time and efforts put in this process are directly related to the mode of movement or the vehicle used for the movement, etc. As for example, if we have to cover a distance of 5 km by a luxury car, it is considered a very short distance. But suppose one has to cover the same distance of 5 km on feet, it becomes very difficult. Same 5 km now seems a very long distance, but another person has to cover the same distance with broken legs or with inflamed knee joints. The same distance appears very long. So, but for a small kid, same distance will appear so big that he finds it impossible to cover it up. So it means but 5 km will remain 5 km, but for someone with a car, it is a very small distance, and someone with broken leg, it is a very large distance. So small and large are just their feelings, depending on their capacity. So we can say the same distance appear longer or shorter, though the actual gap that is to be covered remains the same. It depends on the condition, capabilities of the person himself, mode of transport, and also the condition of the same in hand to cover the same distance. If the 5 km distance is to be covered in just 5 seconds by a car, even then the same distance appears longer because a car cannot cover 5 km in 5 seconds. So distance is long. But suppose same 5 km is supposed to cover in 15 minutes. Then it is a very small distance to be covered by car in 15 minutes. Similarly, for agaricus patient, achieving the state of health from the present disease state seems to be very difficult, as he feels in such and such period he just improved this much. So to get fully cured, he has to take treatment for a very long time, or he will have to put a lot more effort. That is, he feels that the target is still far off. Another example, Another young married girl came to take treatment for a psychological problem. She was having some dispute with her mother-in-law and sister-in-law. Both of them never supported her but always taunted her, hatched conspiracies against her. So in Indian circumstances, this is very usual in Indian joint family system. So this sister-in-law and mother-in-law just hatched conspiracies against her just to spoil her image in her husband's mind. So this lady is a professional lady. She is a homeopath. She could not tolerate such kind of behavior on the part of her in-laws. Gradually her frustration and anger grew up. Earlier, on many occasions, she took medicine from me just to keep her mind in balance and was comforted a lot with the medicine. This time, the quarrel was going on for many days and her anger and frustration was to an extreme degree. Extreme degree means she was looking this as a very big problem, that this problem will last forever and she cannot fight it back, though she had been trying to fight it out. Rubric is delusion, whole charge with small hole appears like a frightful charge. Another rubric is delusion, water, spoonful of water seems like a lake. And third rubric is battles, talking about battle. Means she will not be able to win over the problem, means she will not be able to overcome the dominance of mother-in-law and sister-in-law. So she will have to keep on suffering for her whole life. So in paroxysm of frustration, she took tranquilizers that relieved her a little bit. So she and her husband decided to consult the psychiatrist. But the psychiatrist was not available for the next 3 days. So she decided to leave the house and go to her parental home. But this she could not do as she has a son of 3 years. So then she decided to come to me as she was out of her home, was not willing to go back to home, so came to me for just passing some time because she was a student of mine. She was learning homeopathy under my guidance. During this period, she narrated her story. She was prescribed a dose of agaricus and problem was solved within few minutes. She again became ready to face her in-laws. So I took following rubrics: delusion, whole, charge में small hole, delusion, water, spoonful of water appears like a lake, proportion, disturbed sense of, battles, war, she is at war, plans, making many plans, bold plans, explanation. Quarrels and conspiracies in a joint family are very common in India happening. Normally, daughter-in-laws take it as a part of their married life, so do not react violently. But to this lady, such a minor problem was like a small hole or like a spoonful of water. So for this lady, such a minor problem appeared very huge, like a frightful chasm or like a big lake. So that she find herself incapable of winning over the problem means as if a big chasm or a lake cannot be crossed over easily by human beings. Means it is very difficult or almost impossible to cross over this problem of chasm or lake. Though she had been taking efforts, the rubric seems to be battle, war, talks of battle. So though she had been making efforts with all her might, so she made a very bold plan. What is bold plan? A plan that involves lot of risk to complete it successfully. So it is called a bold plan. So she made a very bold plan to leave her in-law house and go to her parental home. So for an Indian married lady at a young age, this is an extremely bold step because this will ruin her life completely. So this kind of behavior is normally not done by young girls on such minor issues. So this is not considered as a wise decision but only a foolish act, foolish behavior. So we can say agaricus patient does not have very sharp, wise mind, but his mental faculties are not fully developed or his capacity to reason out things sensibly is lost. The rubric is dementia paratic. Whatever I have been saying, there are so many rubrics which can corroborate my saying. The rubrics are, to indicate this state of this intellect, there are many rubrics. Delirium, recognizes no one, throws wine and medicine at nurse. Delirium, romping with children. Delirium, recognizing no one, runs about dangerous places in most. Imbecility, recognizing not recognized does relative his. Tearing things in journal. Temerity, throwing things around persons at. So it is very easy to write rubrics from the repertory here, but to describe them is very, very difficult unless you have understood to their depth. So we gradually will explain every rubric. Delirium, recognizes no one, throws wine and medicine at nurse. So to understand this rubric, we have to understand that the in-depth subtle meaning of different words used in this rubric. This is the method of studying every rubric. Throws. Throw means to suddenly push something away from with a force so that it goes very far away from the person who want to do it or just does it. It is the sign of non-acceptance out of his sulky nature. Throwing things is a sign of non-acceptance. This action usually makes other people annoyed. Throwing something will make other people annoyed because this is not a humble gesture. Wine. What is wine? Wine, it is a Hebrew word. Its original meaning is the juice of grape. In Hebrew language, fresh grape juice is called as wine, so they drink it for nourishment. So this is real meaning of wine. So there is a story depicting how such a simple and good thing can be misused because of misunderstanding by human beings and can change the behavior of the whole society. The story goes like this. Christ went to attend a marriage. There people asked him to show some miracle to prove his divinity. So he put his fingers in a glass that was filled with water and later gave it to people to taste it. The people there tasted it and astonishingly said that it tastes like wine. Wine means the juice of grapes. Later on, Christians started drinking alcohol as their religious ceremony and also distributing it among themselves as a religious offering, means prasad. They call this kind of wine as Benedictine. So wine is something that is given to a person to nourish him, means to make him healthy and energetic. But Agaricus patient throws this wine onto the nurse, meaning he doesn't realize the importance of wine, that this is for his or her nourishment. So this is kind of imbecility. So nurse is anyone, male, female, young, old, relation or non-relation, etc. So anyone who helps a sick person or a weak person to make him strong and healthy is equated to nurse. So all these words means wine, medicine or nurse indicate the agencies those want to help him to come out of one's weak state to a stronger state. So by a wise person, such gestures are welcome. But Agaricus patient is not intelligent or wise enough to understand or to recognize it, so he does not welcome this move. On the contrary, he throws wine and medicine at the nurse, means at the person who is helping him, so thus annoying him. So then obviously who will take care of him? No one. Rubric is delirium, recognize no one. Recognizing not recognized as relative is. Does not recognize him means the nurse, medicine, wine, etc. He doesn't recognize. Agaricus patient doesn't recognize those, that these things are for his help, for his benefit. So he throws them away. Recognize means to know a person, condition, situation, etc. in its totality. That is how far to go in this behavior with that particular thing or a person is called recognition. Relative means the people who are related to someone either by blood relations or by some kind of social binding are called relatives. So relatives are close to the person. So agaricus patient knows that this is my uncle, my aunt, my mother, father, etc. But how should he behave with them? He doesn't know in totality. So he may abuse or beat his father, or he may just play with a kid as if he is also a kid. So this is a sign of imbecility. So this is not like the one father or the mother playing with his or her children in an affectionate way, but it is out of his incapability to recognize that he is an adult and other one is just a kid. The both of them can't play together. So he is not of this level. So this amount to rubric delirium, romping with children. All these rubrics just indicate the low-mindedness of agaricus patient. Romping. What is romping? Romp is a lively and enjoyable activity which is usually noisy and amusing, especially a game or play such as running or playing of children in a carefree, boisterous manner. This is called romping. So this word is usually used with children or animal. Example, the children were romping in the hall. This romping with children is a sign of his imbecility, means sign of imbecility of agaricus patient, meaning he has not grown of his age. He is just a kid mentally even at the age of 20 years. So will be his behavior. Rubric R's: runs dangerous places in most, temerity, tears things. Now explanation of the rubric. Run means to move with a fast speed quickly. It involves risk. Most means up to maximum limit. Dangerous means involving some kind of danger, means the situation may harm him. Temerity. Temerity means it's a reckless boldness, meaning a boldness without taking proper care to avoid danger. It is considered as a foolish act. Tears means to cut into pieces. It is an indication of destructiveness. All above rubric indicate this lack of wisdom in doing things. He puts himself in some kind of danger, not because he wants to achieve something, even by taking some risk, but because he is not intelligent enough or wise enough to sense the danger. For example, an aged man is having a malignant tumor in his lumbar spine. Doctors advise him two options, one of chemotherapy and other one of surgical removal of tumor. But surgery involves greater risk and metastasis, or his lower portion might get paralyzed. So this patient immediately get ready for surgery without recognizing the degree of danger involved in it. So another rubric is egotism, reciting their exploit. So this rubric again indicates that his ego is so much bloated that he is not able to realize that where and when to talk about his acts of greatness. Again, this is an act of foolishness. Egotism. What is egotism? Egotism is a character of considering oneself very great and others as very low person. Recite means to read aloud publicly or to repeat an incident with incidents, word, letter, etc. from memory to make people hear it. This is recite. Now, for example, he took pleasure in reciting the list of major events in town's history. Another example is to enumerate, to tell the entire events one after the other. Example, he recited a dull anecdote. Another meaning, to give a detailed account of an event or events loudly. The idea behind reciting something is to make people hear about something, means to make them known about something. So this is reciting. Another word used in this rubric is exploit. So it is a striking or notable deed or heroic deed. Someone's exploits are the brave, interesting or humorous actions that they have done in a particular time. Example, I alone single-handedly created this group housing society and run it smoothly for 10 years as if he has done some heroic act. So synonyms are accomplishment. So he does not understand the actual situation, so he is starting telling about his deeds at improper places. A patient aged 82 years come to take treatment from him, treatment of his cough that he was having for last many months. He just told 2 to 3 sentences about the cough. When I asked his name, he was very much astonished to hear this irrelevant question and questioned me, "Don't you know me? I am the president of this society. My age is 82 years. I am the one who single-handed organized this group housing society. You don't know me? Got the land sanctioned from the government, got the funds raised from various sources to build up all the flats. I did not take help from anyone." As if he had done the great job, though he has come for cough for first time and I do not know him. But he feels that everyone in the world should know him as if he has done a great job. So then I became the president of this society and run the society smoothly like my family. Every member had great respect for me. But now so many illiterate, low standard people, means the people who he was talking about are very rich and highly educated, though they are rough in their behavior as they belong to a particular caste called Jat, who is famous for their dominating nature. So for those persons, he is using the word illiterate person. So have come in the society and spoiling the atmosphere. Like this, he kept on talking about himself, forgetting about his cough. So a dose of agaricus settled his cough within a week. His imbecility is further represented by so many other rubrics: insanity, madness, shy, loquacity, answering no question but, talking excessive, answers no question during which, trifle, seem important, chaotic, confused behavior, awkward, drop things, curious, dancing, grotesque, delirium, foolish, silly, delirium, gay, cheerful, delirium, singing, delirium, silent, and delirium, loquacious. There is a very long list. I am going to read all. Destructiveness, development of children arrested, embraces companions, embraces companions, hands his companions, gestures, makes hand, involuntary motion of the hand, winding a ball as if, gesture makes strange attitude and positions, head off, grimaces, imbecility, indifference, apathy, everything to, injuring himself, frenzy causes him to injure himself, jesting, trifles with everything, jumping, impulse to jump, kissing everyone, kissing hand of his companions, laughing, chill during, laughing involuntarily, laughing loudly, learns poorly, learning disability, studying, reading, learns with difficulty, mutilating his body, cure gesture in head of, revealing secrets, runs about, singing hilarious, joyously, talking, slow learning to talk, throws things around at persons, makes verses, and whistling. So these were rubrics indicating his real nature. So we'll try to explore and understand how these rubrics represent his state of imbecility. In the beginning, I told you Agaricus is an imbecile person, underdeveloped person. So first we should learn this meaning of imbecility. So what is imbecility? Is a state of intelligence when it is so low that person is much below than average level of intelligence. So his ability to learn anything is very poor. He cannot reason out things, does not fully recognize the impact of situation. So it is because he is imbecile. A majority of cases they do not harbor negative qualities like jealousy, but have love, but they love everyone, and once they become angry at some particular point, it becomes very difficult to pacify them because they do not yield to any argument, because they do not have the capacity to understand the argument. Their mind gets stuck at some point that he loves such and such person. During such state, they become physically strong, so cannot be easily handled by physical forces and can either injure themselves or can injure others. Their body movements are also awkward because there is no harmonious coordination between their brain and voluntary muscles, so they are unable to do fine work. The above description of an imbecile person is at a very gross level and can easily be observed by everyone. If the medicine is prescribed on such gross conditions, it will not show any effect though it is indicated. It will not make an imbecile person an intelligent person because they are genetically so developed. So we should try to understand the metaphorical meaning of all the rubrics, not only in case of this remedy, but also with all the rubrics of all the medicines. So to understand metaphorical meaning of every rubric is a necessity. Without this, you cannot prescribe, you cannot give accurate prescription. So there are rubrics: loquacity, answers no question but; talking excessive, answers no question during which; delirium gay, cheerful; delirium singing; delirium loquacious; singing hilarious, joyously; cheerfulness foolish; verses makes and whistling. So all above rubric indicate that he remains happy and absorbed by him without being worried about happenings in his surroundings. अपने में मस्त. So when we talk to someone or a question is asked to him, some of intelligent person is one who listens to our question, ponders over it, and then replies appropriately. This is a normal behavior of intelligent people. But in this case, he will keep on talking, singing, dancing, whistling, making verses, etc. All these actions indicate that he is joyfully busy with himself without bothering about his surroundings, as he doesn't realize the surrounding. So he keeps on laughing, whistling, dancing, etc. In reality, he may not be doing so in our clinic, but by his look, he may reflect a message that he is not up to the normal average intelligence. Jesting trifles with everything. So to trifle with something is not to take serious, important matters with an appropriate seriousness. Not because he is very confident or audacious or high-spirited or courageous that he can handle things easily, but because he is not able to realize the seriousness of that earth. That's why he. So a mother always complains about her son that it is very difficult to make her son realize about the importance of anything. He always remains busy in himself. He never listened to her mother. If you ask him to arrange his school bag or take bath or to do some kind of homework, he will not listen. But when school van comes at the doorstep, he will become panic and do things hurriedly in a nervous way, creating a mess of everything. This is his routine work. Suppose if you do this kind of behavior one day, so next day you will improve it. This is a sign of intelligence. But if you repeating the same mistake again and again and again, so this is a sign of foolishness. So agaricus is foolish. So it is very difficult to make him understand and learn anything. Jumping impulse to jump is another rubric. Jump means to just go from one point to another distant point without touching the point or matters in the between. When a person is talking about one thing, say about his disease, it is the same behavior to fully discuss or narrate about the disease only. Once this matter is over, then start discussing about other matters. But this patient has a habit of jumping from one issue to absolutely new or unconnected issue. This is again a sign of foolishness. So while discussing about the disease, suddenly he asks about your family life or about your qualifications or about the setting of your clinic, etc., etc., which has nothing to do with his disease process. He may just start telling about his own family or own education or some film, etc. Again, he may come back to the same situation of describing his disease or on the topic of his disease. So this is not a normal, sane behavior. This represents his imbecility. Another set of rubric is kisses everyone, kisses the hand of his companions. What is kissing? Kissing means embracing someone or gestures of demonstrating your love, affection to someone. Though in certain countries or societies, it is a customary gesture to welcome guests, but you do it to only your very close persons, but not to all your companions. So people coming in your company or the people who are associated with you or are working with you, they are companions. So you do not do it to all companions. This is not welcome, or you do it just once or twice, not always or frequently. But Agarika's patient, out of his innocence and lack of sane behavior does it to everyone and repeatedly. So the gesture of kissing and embracing is also not a normal gesture, but it is an awkward gesture indicating his imbecility, means lack of intelligence. Other set of rubric is learns poorly, learning distance, disability, study, reading, learn with difficulty, talk, slow learning to talk. Here we shall be studying few very common words like learning, writing, studying, reading, etc. To understand them, first we take their dictionary meaning. This is always the way how we study rubric. Study. Study, it is a careful examination or analysis of a phenomena, development, incidents, question, etc. so that it can be understood from all its aspects. For example, they were studying the data published by the government to explain the reason of inflation. Another meaning is study is the application of intellectual faculties to the acquisition of knowledge by reading, investigation or reflection, etc. They spent long hours in studying the murder mystery. Another example is he went to the riot hit area to study the communal situation. So to study is to put one's intelligence to acquire knowledge about something. It is confined to one particular topic or subject. Study means that it doesn't go on studying each and every word, every situation. For example, we are present studying about agaricus, but this study will make us able to learn its use to cure various patients. Learning means if you learn something or learn to do something, you get knowledge of it or skill to do it by your own efforts and hard work. For example, he learned mathematics in his school time. Once you learn something, you can do it in a perfect way independently. This is the sign of learning. You can make suitable changes to improve that thing or just to make some amendment in it or according to your own needs or according to the circumstances. So after learning something, you commit less mistake or no mistake. For example, a person begins learning driving, he has to be told repeatedly about various acts necessary for driving, like use of clutch, gear, or keep his attention straight on the road, etc. But once he becomes an expert driver means he learns driving thoroughly. He no longer has to be told about anything. He himself can do whatever is required for the driving. So we can say that after learning something, person commits less mistake, he becomes master of the act. For example, you committed the same mistake that you committed last time also. It means you have not learned anything from your past experience. To learn something, one needs to be an intelligent person with sharp concentration and also a strong desire to learn something. This is more important. Reading is the activity of looking at written, printed or encrypted symbols in order to decode them or utter aloud oneself or to make audible to this. Example, I do not do lot of reading. Example, CD player is reading the codes of an. So for reading, one has to keep his mind focused on the subject or matter one wants to read. After reading, one may or may not learn or study anything. So reading is just for reading. It doesn't require much intelligence. So all the above actions, reading, writing, learning, intelligence, focused attention, agaricus patient lack both the qualities, and so for him to learning, writing, reading, etc. become very difficult. Another rubric is grimaces. So grimaces is to make faces of different kind just to show one's displeasure on a. If somebody is doing something for you, you feel grateful to him or feel pleased by this kind of gesture. But agaricus patient shows his displeasure by making different kind of abnormal faces. So this is again a sign of his immaturity or ungratefulness. Another rubric is awkward drops things. So awkward is anything that is not normal, balanced, harmonious movement is the awkward movement. In case of agaricus, this is because of his imbecility. He tries to do some work as there is no proper coordination between his brain and his muscles. The movement of his body are not synchronized or signals orders generated by the brain in response to some sensory signals received by it are also not very coordinated, so the movement of body are uncoordinated. This is awkward. So there is no continuous connection from the beginning of an action to its end. So this is also called awkward. Certain signals in between are not generated by brain, so the action is not taken smoothly in a proper way. This is the awkward movement. So various points are left in between and person's mood goes to some other matter. As it has already been discussed above, is jumping, drops things. This he cannot hold the things from the beginning to an end. He may leave the action or topic in hand in the middle without completing it and goes to other action or topic just dropping the things up unintently. When agaricus patient is talking about something, he just abruptly leaves it in the middle as if the matter is over, without realizing that the matter is still not over. A boy suffering of Down syndrome, this is an example, was made to learn writing alphabets. While writing, he leaves many alphabets in the middle without completing them, also without realizing that he has not completed the alphabet. So when this attention is drawn to this fact, then only he realizes his mistake after a very large effort. Another word is aphasia. It is the loss or impairment of power to use, comprehend words, usually resulting from brain damage. This is a pathological condition. So aphasia is forgetful of words while speaking, words hunting for. So this is again an example of an incoordination between his brain and tongue. He knows certain words in his mind, but his tongue is not able to speak it out. This is a sign of underdeveloped or maldeveloped damaged nervous system. Because of this sense of proportion is disturbed, he does not make an accurate judgment of things. That is, mostly he sees things, objects bigger than their actual size or dimensions. Following rubrics will corroborate this statement. Delusion body diminished is. Delusion whole charge में small hole appears like a frightful charge. Delusion water spoonful of water seems like a water. Delusion dimensions of things disturbed. Delusion enlarged distances are enlarged. Delusion enlarged objects are enlarged. Delusion small body is smaller. Distance inaccurate judgment of distance. Size inaccurate of judgment. All these above rubrics indicate that agaricus patient does not have any sense of proportion. Something feels smaller and something feels larger, but he himself has no confidence and not courage that he can solve any problem. He feels that his capacity of solving problem are very poor as compared to the size of the problem. Though a person of the same age with same same resources can easily solve that kind of problem. But the agaricus feel that he has no resource, no power to solve that problem, because problem is of very great dimensions. It is a huge problem. So he feels that he is small. Small means he has less capability. Seeing body, his legs and his arms smaller than their actual size indicate he's feeling himself incapable of handling comfortably and effectively, because he feels the problem are much bigger than the capacity he possesses to solve them. So he gets frightened whenever even a minor problem arises. Right, what will happen to now? I am not able to solve it. So he feels this huge problem, though it is a minor problem, but he feels it is a huge problem, will disturb all his routine and will take a toll on his resources. He gets frightened that everything will be disturbed. Fear of being disturbed and aversion of being disturbed. So as in the case of a lady described above who got extremely tense and frightened on seeing just a small disturbance in her menstrual pattern. She said, I was thinking of discontinuing the treatment as it has already passed a long time. The rubric is delusion, size, inaccurate judgment of size. But now this new disease has come up. I have a lot of tension about this disease, as if her peace of mind has been lost. I feel now I will have to continue the treatment for this disease also, as if her destination is far off. Delusion, inaccurate judgment of distances, and delusion, distances are enlarged, delusion, objects are enlarged. So she feels that her state of health is still far off. Now I am very tense, because if I feel, how will I be able to do all the needful? So she feels herself and her capabilities smaller than the problem. She said that there is normally a lot of household work at home, like seeing the children, cooking the food, and if this problem is to be treated, it may have to go to the hospital or to spend lot of money, whether I will be able to do all that. So he doubting his capacity. The rubric is delusion, body being smaller. How will I manage all these things? Everything will be just disturbed. Now will I manage this change? So he is fearing being disturbed and aversion disturbed of being. So agaricus patient fears the disturbance in present circumstances because he feels himself incapable of managing the situation. Other important rubrics in this patient were anxiety, menses after sleep which prevents, anxiety sleep during, anxiety during sleep, menses after. So these are very important rubrics in case of agaricus. Let's try to understand their subtle meaning. Anxiety, menses after. So what is anxiety? Anxiety is the feeling of uneasiness about something whose result is still in dark, means result is not known, but expectations that the something wrong will come. So here person apprehends something undesired or harmful. And what is menses? Menses, grossly you know everything, but for subtle level, what are menses? Menses is a normal physiological phenomena in the life of a female. So there is no need to feel anxious about it. So daily ladies take it in a very natural way, but agaricus patient does not. After means once the action is over, means menses are over. It means agaricus patient becomes uneasy and apprehends something undesired after the menses. That is, even after normal physiological actions which occurs periodically in our body, if it happens, then agaricus patient feels very much nervous. Say, of example, we pass stool every day in the morning. So after passing stool, agaricus patient will become nervous, will be frightened because of any reason. So why does one apprehend something harmful even when a happening has taken place? So this is because very minor abnormalities were observed during this happening. Suppose he is feeling frightened after the menses, So menses are now over, then what is there to be frightened of? But he must have sensed something abnormality in the menses. So this or these abnormal minor happenings give birth to future apprehensions because he sees this minor abnormalities as very big problem. Delusion, a whole appears like a frightful charge. Because of this apprehension, Agaricus loses his mental peace, means sleep. Sleep, it is a very natural, essential, physiological action of the body by which we get relaxed. If we get deep sleep, all our worries are over during the sleep and we become fresh on wake. In case of this rubric, sleep can be equated as peace of mind. This is the subtle meaning of sleep. Prevent. Prevent means stopping something from happening. The anxiety developed after the menses is so grave or overpowering that it does not let the person become peaceful, means go to sleep. Rubric is anxiety menses after, which prevents sleep. So she sees some kind of danger ahead, so wants solution for it, as it seems a very great problem for her. And the rubric is anxiety during sleep. If we try to understand this rubric in the context of above rubrics, we can conclude that even when one is relaxed state means during sleepy state, the matter means the concerning the disturbance of her menses remains lurking in her mind, thus stopping her becoming fully relaxed. Anxiety during sleep after menses. It means even slightest disturbance in normal physiological phenomena that she sees it is very big problem and hence loses all her mental peace. Suppose normally he doesn't have erections, but once he has 2-3 erections, so he become very anxious. So some major disease has come in my gastric disturbance. But why? Because she finds herself too small. Small means has less capacity. Her strength resources are too small to face the problem. This is a reason of becoming anxious. So because she finds herself too small to tackle such a big problem means it seems like big to her only, not in reality it is big. So this is a very small description of agaricus, but its use has been made in various other fields and readers are advised to explore its more new avenues. This description is just a hint of those avenues. So now you have understood how deeply we go into the understanding of medicine. So once you understand medicine like this at a subtle way, by studying each and every rubric given in the repertory, you can easily make a picture of a mental state of that remedy. Then immediately you will be able to recognize as soon as patient enter into your clinic that this patient fits into that particular medicine. So this is how the giving prescription become very easy, but it is very accurate and does miracles in curing. Thank you. Thanks. Bye.